9 months. Twitch baby time. 3.
Hello! Thank you, Sal, for the sub. Oh my god. Oh, it's been too long since I've actually been like. How long has it been? It must have been. Leon. The moose. It's been a whole thing. It has been so. Okay, I should probably give context to why it's been. Keep it. Don't you start.
Same.
Yeah, I should probably explain where I've been. The fact that I'm not dead. That would probably be a good way to start. Well, Sal, you know, you've like joined the, you know, Sal knows. But basically, I've been sick. I've had like all the COVID symptoms, but I didn't have COVID. Turns out, because I just didn't have any positive tests. But you know, we move on. What other bits has there been? There's been, yeah, there was like a little holiday. Was there a holiday? Oh yeah, of course, we were off for Easter. There was, loads of stuff. There was, my birthday happened. I'm 22 now. That's fun. What else? I need to actually start doing more casual streams. That's something that's been a thing. I've been so busy, and the only work that I've done for Twitch has been working on lore and writing scripts and getting new characters introduced and getting everything ready, because we have so many characters in the pipeline that are coming soon, which I'm very excited to see. Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of work with the actual scripts and actually developing and starting new stuff, but I haven't actually had any time to actually stream myself and do my own lore and stuff. But now we're actually, I've said it actually about 7 times in the last 2 minutes. We're getting into it. We've got lore ready. This has been lore that's been long coming. If people are in the Discord, you know that I was dropping in a message about it recently. But yeah, I'm excited to get started, and I hope everyone has fun with the lore. Hello, Julian. Welcome. It's been a while, man. Yeah, Yuli, because I know you've done it before. Haha. We'll be in VC. Don't join. Oh, that was so funny. One of the lore things back months ago. We were live, and Yuli just pops and goes, "Hi guys," and it's just. Hey, thank you for the raid. Is that Mini Samurai? Thank you for the raid, man. Oh, this will be fun. Right, getting started soon. So again, for anyone who's new, this is going to be lore stuff, so I'm not going to chat as much, as I've got the little text down the right that says. I've also got my face cam off because I am still kind of sick, and I'm going to just spare everyone that view. But yes, I hope everyone enjoys. What time are we at? Yeah, we're 5 minutes. I hope everyone enjoys. Actually, because we may have new viewers, or just people that are catching up like Yuli, because I know you haven't really been in it for a while, and also Mini Samurai, hello. New viewers, what's been going on? Basically, a dude with command blocks, who's our boy Jake, he basically got command blocks, which he can use to do anything, and my character's like, nah, that's not fun. That's just nuke a town in like no time at all. And he's like, but like you get free shit. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, but I mean, no. So that's basically caused a big divide among everyone. There's been conflict and stuff around it. People have died, all that good stuff. So today, I've messaged my good friend Lenward, who's on my side of things, and we're going to go check on, as the title says, Sal. We're going to go check on Sal, see what he's up to, and yeah, let me get my last few bits started, and then we'll get ready to go. Hope everyone enjoys. Rightio. Here we are. Now, oh my God. Oh, I never get used to this. So I slept last night in the pub. That is very handy. It's the closest place to Sun Valley. I told or asked Leon to leave me here, so let's just go. Landward. Landward. Leon, you here? Oh my God. Leon!
What?
Why are you on the roof? Were you sleeping up there?
I was taking a nap, yes.
How did you even get up there?
Resistance.
You know, I respect it.
Yes.
So yes, you got my note to meet you here today.
Uh-huh.
There's a few bits that I'd like us to cover.
Yes.
Yeah. So first thing, you might remember that I had the little piston planes.
Yeah, I remember that very, very not bumpy ride.
Yes, the not
Makes
bumpy
sense
ride.
to hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to show you how we actually got there because I realized I don't think I ever actually showed you guys that.
I heard there was like some new building going on. I didn't ask about what it was. I was spending time with, you know.
Yeah, see, what we did recently is we did some renovating on the outside because I'd been using the inside of it for a while and it was like my little lab and I was experimenting around and we managed to actually figure out how to make stuff. One moment. Turn that up there. Cool. Yeah, so I was working on piston engines, is what I've called them, which essentially is a combination of sticky pistons, slime blocks, and observers. And when you connect like more slime blocks and as we've seen minecarts and stuff to them, hello sir, we can make things like planes.
Oh.
Oh. But yeah, this is what we've been. Check this out. This is what we were doing. We've renovated the outside, and it all looks good now. Which,
I thought Ethan owned this.
yeah, see, he does, but I've basically rented out the ground floor because it was never used for anything. He owns
I
the
see
top
it.
floor as like his potato storage, and so now we got the ground floor for D&E Incorporated.
DNA.
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah, like duh.
Duh.
And of course, we've got the same tech that I've realized is used around us, or I've invented it before. Like the big door. Piston engines. Like magic.
I say.
Yeah, don't get crushed. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at her go. So check this out. Big, nice open warehouse that we've been able to work with. And I've got some prototypes of piston engines over here. Let's take a look at this one. This is cool. I've made it work from both sides.
Where's your signage for your, days since previous accident?
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
So, so we've got our, two little piston engines, little prototypes, both working, which the far one there is what you kind of might recognize the sideways design for us. Because that's kind of what we've run with, and that's how we've been using the piston planes and stuff. And up here, we've got an actual working prototype of the thing, which is like identical to the ones we've seen before.
Yes.
But yeah, these were the first ones that were actually invented. So now it's actually free. You can, you can sit in it, and you can send it. Yeah. Look at her go. You got it. Come on. Don't fall. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should always keep your seatbelt on. But yeah, piston planes. They're a thing. They're great, and I mean, they're not the fastest, but I mean, they're automated. You could just, like you were taking a nap on my roof, you could just take a nap in the seat there and just let it send you. Oh, yeah.
It's not very safe.
No, it is. It's completely autopiloted.
Yeah, but what if you're in the air and there's, phantoms? What if it's swooping season?
If it's, we'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
I'd say we'd weaponize them, but
Yeah.
nice. I'd say weaponize them, but really I don't know how I feel about weaponizing them. I feel like they're good for transport. Like the moment we weaponize it, it's gonna be like no. I wouldn't recommend it. I love this door. It's so satisfying watching that door go up and down.
Yes.
Oh, good door. Right. Main event today.
Main event.
We wanted to go. I wanted to go check on your boy, your father, today.
Banner. Ah.
Fishy boy.
Fishy boy.
Captain Salmon himself. Right.
Yes.
Do you remember the way to his house? Because my God, I'm pretty sure it's a hike.
We could use the nether.
Let's do that. Which way's the nether again?
There's this big sword. Another portal.
Oh, I honestly don't think I've ever used this portal.
The portal will lead, from what I remember, to that side room in his house. The one that's between outside and where he stores all his stuff and things. I would know. I was being chased by Ruben for inflammatory comments about pork chop.
Ruben?
Ruben.
You talking about rashers?
Yes. I call him Ruben. Because there's another pig. And they all look the same. And he hates it when he does it.
Well, is that racist to say they look the same? There is a ghast.
I can never do that.
Ow. Let's watch the portal. Ow. I got this. Ow. Return to sender. Ow. Come on. This one. Oh. Get him.
He's drifting.
He's Tokyo drifting. Ow.
Ow, my face.
Let's turn down the angry guys. We got this. We got this.
Free.
There's two of them. Wombo combo. Right, fuck it. Nice shot. Ugh. Yeah, you better run, nerd. Right. What were we doing again? Yes. Sal's. That's where we're going.
I need to sit down for a minute. Never mind.
Oh, the portal. Oh my God, that was close. Is this the one?
Let me just take a peek.
I'll let you take a peek.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Okay.
Rashers. Okay, he didn't try. He's not hiding or trying to assassinate me this
It
time.
has been so long since I've been here.
Yes.
This is the wrong side.
Yes. Ruben.
Ruben. Rashers. Where is the boy?
Are we not gonna address the elephant in the room?
What elephant?
That looks like an
Oh,
elephant.
that elephant. I didn't even fucking see it. Right, that's the wrong one. Okay, let's take a look. What is this? Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oi. Oi.
Wait.
Ooh. Oi.
Secrets.
We'll get to that. Hold on. Let's just real quick. Let's just.
I don't think they're here. I'll go check upstairs.
Is this boy ever just like here and like not off doing something?
I don't know. He's inhabited by someone going dimension hopping. Void in it.
Void jumping.
At this point, I've just stopped asking questions.
Yeah, all
usually
right.
come
Let's go down. What is this now?
You read, I can't read.
Oh my god, it's 100 pages. Leon, it's 100 pages.
I'm gonna go look for some coffee.
Okay, I'll get started. To whomever reads this, hello, this isn't how you wanted to hear this. Oh my god. Oh god.
Hello. This probably isn't how you wanted to hear this or see from me again. I've probably gained a reputation at this point of sudden disappearances and returning when it's convenient for me. But what else is new? This isn't the first or last time that I'll disappear from people's lives. That's just the vicious cycle that is my life. But that isn't why you're here, looking at this parchment and taking your time to hallucinate my voice. You're probably wondering where I've gone, what I'm doing. To those questions, there are many different answers. But let's start from the beginning to understand why I do this, then what I'm doing, and lastly, where I'm doing all this. I was once like you, a child living on a small island village with my family and friends. Cursed with my appearance, the world outside the island hated me, but the people on it chose to protect me instead. Whenever the holy guard from the church on the main continent came to our home, they would always arrive with the same phrase, to purify the island from the demon that hides on it, rah, rah, rah. Many merchants that came to this island to trade with us always returned home with stories of a creature with tusks and brown eyes, who would ask them for wares and scare them into giving up their stuff. That creature was me. Salvatore T. Winchester, or Sal for short. To be fair, I did have tusks, but they were more nubs than actual weapons. Plus I was barely up to their knees. The most terrifying thing they could say about me was a bipedal pig was asking if they could buy some of their foreign fish. I really liked eating the fresh salmon they caught. The people of the island knew me, they cared for me, and whenever the guards came, they would hide me, or I would hide myself, thanks to my mother's pendant. Whatever magic was in it allowed me to alter my appearance, a very useful tool. After years of this, when I was 12, I started to wonder why they thought I was evil. My uncle and auntie, both human, said the truth would be mine in the future. This began raising more questions. Who was I? What was I? Where do I belong? A year later, I left the island to pursue that information. What a mistake that was. When I left that island, everywhere I went was met with the same hatred or anger that the guards had when they came to hunt me down. I always took on a new disguise to try and find any intel or history about my parents, but that information never existed in the first place. After another year of exploration, while my amazement of the outside world was constantly fueled, my disappointment counteracted it equally so. And then one day, I died. A sudden cave-in accident in an abandoned mine shaft that I was exploring to find tales about pig-like monsters. The death was slow, trapped under rubble with no one coming to rescue me. When I finally passed, I woke up in what would now be called the Void. Since then, I have been entering in and out of worlds, a wanderer of the infinite. At first, I followed the directions on bits of paper, tasks, objectives I needed to complete before I was given access to another world. This led me to meet many great people. Most I would call friends, some rivals, and few would be thorns by my side. All of them are gone now though. You see, these people, regardless of these views of me, work together to find an entity that could bring calamity to the multiverse. A creature that feeds off the life force of other worlds. With our combined strength, we barely dented the great beast's defenses, and only in their sacrifice was I given the strength to take vengeance against the entity that took them all away from me. Ironic, I took vengeance on a creature named Vengeance. How funny. Up until now, I learned a few different things about myself. Firstly, my real parents came from two other worlds, one in the hell that connects all hells and the other in the void. I was born at a time where there were great shifts in these realms, and so I was hidden away into another universe that they foresaw would be peaceful for me to live in. Once again, I was inserted into another narrative and brought great trouble for people around me. Secondly, I learnt about the true potential of my mother's pendant. When a particular stone is made from organic matter, it becomes purple, but when souls are sacrificed to it, it burns a deep red. I believe most alchemists would call this a philosopher's stone, a material of great power and potential. On the day when everyone around me was slain, their souls were taken into the stone, and their will drove me forward to winning the battle. I was able to wield their abilities, use their knowledge, fight in various styles. I was a god fighting against another. And after the battle, when I returned their souls home to rest, my eyes would be stained with the same crimson colour that once was the now dormant purple stone. Thirdly, and yes, there's more, my father was the chieftain of the Hellboars that protected the doorways to other hells. Whenever I went to visit him, I discovered two things. Hellboars lived for a very long time, and then my dad was already dead, years before I could see him. My grandfather would pass on to me this news, and I spent some time with him to understand the ways of my people before he guided me to where my mother was. It's also where I got my axe. It was his that he used in battle, made for their great forges. I would eventually upgrade it to become my axe, Ligma. Oh, I almost forgot. Apparently my real name is Salmon G. Boyd. Now neither is that. It was my mother's name choice with my father's last name. Good combination, I'd say. Fourthly, my mother had lost her mind. With the death of my dad and how her son had gone missing, in which she checked after I initially left the world, she returned home to their kingdom and hasn't left her room since, only dealing orders from her chambers via her maidens. Alright, newsflash. My mother is an empress of the Soul Reapers. Yeah, confusing, right? Warlord dad, empress mother. Imagine being an interdimensional boar following literal paper trails and word of mouth and then discovering that. I didn't sleep for like a century, right? So, quick history lesson. Soul Reapers are protectors of the void, ensure that the souls of all entities in existence are maintained in their order. I don't think they'll be happy when they realize that the captain went with me on a joyride. Oh well. It took some time, but I was able to see her face to face. She's very lovely, someone I wish I was around more when I was younger. Who knows what kind of up himself arrogant little brat I could have been if I lived in the Empire. I haven't seen her in some time. I hope she's doing better. Maybe I'll stop by sometime to make sure she's getting her vitamin S. It comes from Starlight. I'll go past Dad's grave too. I have to return his axe. I'm sure he'll like that. Finally, after the battle, I met my master. While he goes by many names and appearances, he often prefers to be called Aeon. He was being held hostage by this particular entity, and while he could have beaten it, he felt the need to wait for the appropriate time when a warrior would come to save him. Apparently those paper trails did have a rider. He taught me all about the void, the effect on reality, and how the entity I had beaten was one of the many calamity class creatures that existed. After that, he offered to recruit me and allow me to work under him as an apprentice. At first I refused, but when I thought about worlds being subjected to the chaos that I saw with the literal deletion of other worlds, it was a no-brainer. I decided to work with him as a next generation Void Knight, a warrior of the infinite. This is the part where you go, that's cool, that's a lot of waffling, why say all this? And you'd be right, but a lot of this is context for what comes next. You see, when I returned home to my auntie and uncle Winchester to tell them where I'd been, I started to also visit other worlds casually and complete tasks that came to my book, the Topotheto. In one of these worlds I visited often, I spent a lot of my time looking after some kids in a witch's covenant. Turned out these witches never learned how to make potions or survive on their own. So I ended up helping them out on more than one occasion, teaching them combat to defend themselves from their oppressors, the art of brewing and alchemy, and looking after the next generation. There were these two particular kids that I gave nicknames to, Ravenchild and Starchild. I hope they're doing alright. For a while, they were my family. But, someone didn't like that. When I was returning to my homeworld, I was attacked by someone. Waking up and looking around me, I discovered the world around my island was deleted like the other ones I had seen before. The rubble was left destroyed and burning with the bodies of everyone that lived there, scattered among the rubble. When I looked at my hands, they were covered in blood, and looking into the water, half my face was missing, right down to the bone. I knew that whoever was the source of this came from the original world that I went to, so I went back to find them. I'll admit, I became very bitter when I went back. I confronted witches, but they had no information of what could have happened. I may have lashed out a bit and left angrily. I do hope that one day I can make amends for that mistake. I wandered the world and met with some of the other locals, but again nothing came up. After this my memory blanks again. It was the same feeling I had when I returned home and was attacked. When I awoke, I was standing on trial before a court of who I am led to believe are godlike entities. They all claimed I was terrorizing their world, that I had apparently even attacked another world as well. They banished me from their reality and told me to never return, except I did. And then I reawoke to standing in a pool of blood. Someone was screaming at me. There was a lot of anger in her eyes. I could only see blue hair with eyes of emerald glaring at me. And then I blanked out again. More screams, telling someone to run away. This happened a lot. When I returned, I was in the void. My mind was clear once again, but I was lacking in a lot of core memories. Talking to my master, he told me to explore the world for a particular entity that he believed would have been the reason behind this chaos. So I left to wander again, following my book for clues, traveling through realities until I came to the SMP. You already know of my story here, so let's skip ahead a bit. Temporarily, a week in your time, I left with a certain white-haired individual on a journey of a lifetime through the internet. We wandered through the endless and began our journey back here. So many things happened while we were away. The arguments and teamwork with Everall, our heart-to-heart sessions where we talked about ourselves, and a friendship that will last more than a lifetime, I hope. There was the discovery of a world called Skyworld, and a clone left behind named Skyline who joined us on our journey. There were the interaction with my master, and the goal to reclaim the chunks of energy that will allow the one final unification of my axe, to use with a powerful spell to take us home. The appearance and inclusion of charms to our party, an amazing addition, the death of our dear friend Skyline, who I miss every day, and the trip to Everall's home, and finally our return here. There were also the events after, which involved a long wander home, a task which we barely survived through had it not been Charms's knowledge, my stone, and Everall's compliance. God, he was greatly injured by the spell to return home, a lot of time was spent allowing him to rest on the way back here. There is one final detail I left out, however, that isn't for me to discuss. To he who joined with me, he'll understand these final words. I'm going back for him, and I'll make things right for both of you. To you other sticky beats, don't read into that. That's none of your concern. During this time, I realized that the other side of my face was beginning to change. Slowly, I felt myself changing more and more internally as well. I fear that I've come to understand that whatever the entity has done to me before had a very long-term plan in mind. I feel as though I'm being consumed inside, and that whatever is fighting me is only delayed by the captain's aid. This is something that won't go away with a simple death reset. I fear this is what might cause my own true death. What being developed inside of me. Or a great calamity that will consume everything with my own power. I've had some time to talk with the captain, and we feel that going away might be the best plan. That's not the only reason for my departure. I need to find the thing that has done this to me. I need to find a way to return the captain's soul to his body. I need to go visit someone very important. I need to find a way to return my memories. And finally, I need to be alone. I apologize. After agreeing to be more open and working with you all, I end up running away once again. I can only hope that my tale above will be sufficiently open enough for now. Do not come for me. I've already sealed the only exit out of this world behind me, and have left with rashes to wander the void for some time. I've also taken all information on me about the machine I used and hidden it behind the time and night crystal barrier in the buried library. Breaking through will cause anything behind the barrier to rapidly age, so don't attempt to bypass it. I'm speaking directly to you, everyone on this. No magic you have studied will help you here. It only allows those who put it down first to pass it through. I will find out what is happening, and I'll do my duty as a Void Knight. Whatever this threat wants with me would have dragged you all down in order to find me, and that's something I cannot allow to happen. To everyone, I'm sorry I had to go, but I believe you understand already why I'm doing so. To Leon, I wish there was more I could do, and the news of this might be disheartening. Just know that this is something the captain wished as well. It would not have been a decision I'd have made unless it was unanimous. Rashes also agrees to join me on this. I will be back. Small random visits should be alright, but I'll make sure that I find a way to bring your father home. To Andrew, wish there was more time for us to chat, and I'm sorry that I have kept you out of the loop that I am forever intertwined with. I will hopefully be able to return and answer more of your curiosities in the future, but until then, please stay strong. To Kevin, look after Leon and April for me. I'll try and bring something back that will make up for it. have a new hope, or some other variety of bee species. I know how much you love them. To Jake, no, I won't pay for that hole in your wall. We all know you wanted it there and how you've already made plans to decorate it. To Charms, please give this new world a chance. These people are good and will treat you well. I know you have a great potential and even greater heart. I'll always be here to support you should you need it. To the new members I met at lunch, I wish I could have taken more time to talk with you all. Hopefully, if/when I return, I can do so. And to Luke, I know you had questions, but those will have to be answered in the future. As for right now, you should watch yourself. I believe there is a great power shifting that is coming to the valley. Someone who wants power is prepared to find a way to exploit it. Its intent is malicious and its desire is insatiable. Watch your back, Mr. Operator. And to you, yes, you. No, stop. Stop pointing at yourself. Yeah, just let me talk. Yes, I'm doing a wall break. Shut up. To you at home, I hope you'll be okay with me taking this time to wander alone. I will be back someday soon, and if not, I'll always be out there protecting your world. Just look up at the night sky and peer into the infinite. I'll be there dancing in the moonlight, seeing what tomorrow will bring. As should you. Never allow yourself to be chained to reality. Be the lead of your own story. You are special and important. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Have a lovely morning, day, afternoon, evening, or night wherever you are, and I'll see you soon.
You what? Hey, what? Yeah. I got that.
Yeah, so...
I need to groceries on not me.
Well, Leon, you can't... Like... Yeah, I mean... It's okay, Leon. It's alright. Did you catch that bit about, like, the clone thing?
Clone?
Like, it kind of just brushed over it a bit, but, like, that's a whole thing. So what, he's gone, and he's gone to wander the void and figure out what's going on. He also, oh my, there's so much there to unpack. Okay. The secrets was... He is coming back, isn't he?
Well, there's only more.
It's okay, Leon. It's alright.
He left again.
It'll be alright. You'll be back. Don't worry.
No.
Hold up. Oh, you got more stuff, Leon. There's another thing. There's a go to the void pit. There seems to be signs for everyone. But yeah, we void pit. That I'm sure this is more information about where he's going, or when he'll be back and everything. Right? Yeah. It'll be all right, bud.
I don't have that again.
It'll be okay. Don't worry. Okay. Well, okay. Let's walk and talk. There's a lot to unpack there. So he's a void knight. So okay. So hold on. Let me try. ADHD brain. Go right. So his parents are from two different universes or different worlds and all that, and he's the weird byproduct of the two of them. Pig boy. He's a void knight, so basically a multiversal warrior. And then all the stuff with him and when Everil and him went to the void. So they of course were trapped on an island in some universe somewhere. They then started jumping around from universe to universe. They ended up in Skyworld. That's where I'm from, believe it or not, remember.
Yes.
I
At
swear,
least one of them.
yeah, I swear I heard something about a clone in there, that there was a clone of that's a whole thing to unpack that right there. And apparently the clone died saving them or something, I think, in there, and they ran into someone named Charms. That was another thing. Apparently that Charms guy's here. That letter was also addressed to him, saying that he was like, oh, welcome, or give the people of this world a chance. So Charms, that's the dude on the board. That's on the... Where is he? He's just off around. There's so much to unpack in that. I need to... at some point, I'm going to go back in there and read that book again. And keep a copy of that. This is the void hole here, right? Or no, that's... No. What?
Yeah.
Wait, no, hold on. No, that's not the void hole. That's the different hole.
That's the library hole.
Yeah. Here's the void hole. That's what it is. I did not realize this guy had so much shit going on.
Well, that's because you never come out here, Blue. It's always the Sand City with you.
Well, yeah. Leon, you're on a sign. They won't believe you. Hold up.
Yeah, the red ones were from when I was sad.
Oh, did you put these down?
The red ones, but now there's...
Oh my god. You want to lead the way?
I can't do it.
No, come on. You can do it, Leon. It's okay.
No.
What?
No.
Oh god. Okay, hold up. What's this? Oh, it's a oh my. Okay. All right. I'll read this out for you, Leon. Dear Captain Leon, I know this isn't how you would want to hear from me. I was very upset when I saw how you reacted to when we left for the void. Believe me, my intention is never to hurt you. But that being said, with a heavy heart, I must unfortunately leave. Not for long, mind you, but I do have to leave. You might think this is unfair or demand further answers. Unfortunately, I cannot give such information as of yet. But all I can say is this. There is something that I must do, something that if left unchecked would put you into a terrific amount of danger. What good is a father if he cannot protect his son after all? I remember the days I spent around the academy. You were so young and hopeful, such a young child who had the world in his eyes with a heart worth more than gold. You've grown into a fine young man. People depend on you, people respect you, people care for you. As a father, I could not be more proud of you. You were the strongest of your peers. You were the smartest of your colleagues. You were raised to carry on the name of our people should I ever falter. And falter I did. I did die, and that's okay. It is the natural order, after all. But I would do it all again if it meant bringing the peace between the rogue factions as it did. I'd do it again if it meant protecting you. I was never able to properly give you a ceremony. I'll have to do so when I return. It's not like I can ever die. As long as I'm with Sal, then there's nothing that could ever bring harm to me permanently. So don't fear for my safety. Don't fear that I will never return. Dare I say, I might even go and come back without you even realizing that I've left to begin with. My, how funny that would be. A very awkward conversation to have for sure. But I digress. When a captain goes there, should be another place that it takes that. When a captain goes there, should be another to take its place. And I've gone and returned. And I have gone and returned, but my place isn't to be captain anymore. You deserve it. I believe in you. If you ever question yourself, open this letter again and read its contents over and over again, especially this part. Oh my god. This okay. There's a whole. Oh, you probably want to read that. That's yeah.
What page were you on?
I think 10 around that. It started listing all the qualities you have.
Leon, you are brave, smart, you're courageous, skillful, hopeful, charismatic, resourceful, and optimist. The only person I know that could befriend a crocodile. How did I do that?
A crocodile?
Yeah. It's a weird animal. Very dangerous.
Oh. Big teeth.
Something no one has ever seen before, and yet you did it. Because you are amazing. Because you are you. Now don my old mantle. It's yours now. Godspeed, Captain Leon. I'll be seeing you soon. Captain Salvatore. Signing out.
Damn.
P.S.
Oh.
My alternate counterpart, Sal, would like to humbly ask of you if it's possible for you to look after the animals around his home. He says you can have the house while he's away. He was going to leave it to you after he left. Might as well enjoy it, I say. Every captain needs their bachelor pad. P.S.S. Rasher says hello. It's funny how we can speak his language because of our Boer ancestry. He's quite the funny guy when you can hear what he says. P.S.S. Love you. P.S.S. I forgot to write this in the main letter. The armor itself is imbued with my own life force. Wearing it will always have a direct connection to my soul and those previous. I'll be with you wherever you go. Remember the creed, and each knight was picked and trained, for they had hearts with no greed. You are the neck, the one who will carry the torch into the night. Fear not now, for you are the light. Your father. Go look, Captain Leon.
Jeez. Well, I mean, you alright, bud?
Luke, I can't lead these people.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot, isn't it?
I built the academy because it was my home. I can't run it.
Of course you can. Dude, not a word. I mean, obviously Sal knows you better than I do, but I mean, not a word in that I've ever known to be a lie, or not known to be true.
How do I know?
I will.
How am I supposed to wear this when he's out there?
Someone has to. And I mean, honestly, like, I agree with him. No one else could do a better job.
How can you know?
We won't until it happens. Suits you.
It's a bit snug around the old fast balls.
It's because my boy's packing heat. Okay.
Patched up the void hole, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But now there's a void knight,
Avoid night, yeah.
a teenage pig with anger management issues gone back into the void to
God knows
settle
where.
business. That means we're now a pig and a boar short for whatever
Yeah.
happens with Jake.
Honestly, this is everything that we've just heard today, and it's my God, there's a lot in this, but it's honestly made me think that this whole conflict with the command blocks, it's done way too much to divide us. We can't let this divide us anymore. I know that we can't let Jake go wild with all this stuff, but at the same time, we can't just let us all fall apart over it.
And there's some of us that we have to respect that don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
So that means even less of us.
Yeah, I think it's time that I move back to Sun Valley. I think first home is it's where it's where everyone lives. It's the home of where everyone is. So I think it's time for me to come back.
We have to rally everyone who's willing to fight now
Yeah.
before Jake finds his magnum opus and sets it wild on the entire valley.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope that anything he's doing isn't coming anytime soon, because we've got a lot of stuff to cover. I need to do so much research about all this stuff. There was like, there's that dude Charms. There's some clone of me that happened. I probably want to look into that. God rest his soul if he's actually dead. And yeah, no, it's time. I've been living off my own for too long, and how am I supposed to be a voice to bring everyone together if I'm not even there? Yeah, it's time for your boy to move home.
Where will you stay?
For now, I could probably live in the pub. Maybe, I think Keevan's offered me her house before, but yeah, that's where
There
we're
are
going
spare
next.
beds in the academy as well.
Yeah, I'll take one if they're going.
In the meantime, I'll
You taking over the house?
carry my father's mantle,
Mm,
take care of the house. That's a cactus.
that is a cactus. Yeah, hello, sir.
And then continue my command block studies until I make a breakthrough.
Mm.
Hopefully something that will counteract any weapon that Jake attempts to aim towards the valley.
Let's hope. So I suppose, yeah, I'll leave you here. Best of luck. I'm gonna head back towards the valley.
There's probably a list of chores somewhere.
Oh, there definitely is. Good luck, buddy.
That's captain to you.
Rightio. Yeah. God, that was a lot. The void and other worlds and some clone of me that happened. Clone of Skyline. Sal hopping between universes. Now he's moved the captain mantle to Leon, taking over the house and everything. His whole heritage. There's, oh my, there's so much. I definitely need to get a copy of that book again. But I suppose I'll leave the house building to another day. Rightio, everyone. I hope we all enjoyed today's stream. Oh, it has been way too long since I've done a stream, but that was great. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I can't believe that. That was. Oh, I'm in bits. I'm in bits. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the prereq for Sales Goodbye Part 1. And that long prereq is where we've been for the last couple of weeks. Rightio. I shall figure us out a raid. So, I hope everyone enjoyed again. We will most definitely chat in the Discord about what everyone's thoughts were, and I hope everyone enjoyed. Do we have any suggestions as to where the raid will go this fine afternoon? Let's take a look. We could go to... Oh yes, of course, I'm on Deafin. Hello, Leonard.
I got left again.
It'll be okay, buddy. It'll be okay.
I can't be the captain now.
Yeah, of course you can. You're the captain. You're the captain now, you know?
The captain. I'm not ready.
You'll do great. Good. Oh, you'll do great, buddy. Oh.
Take care of the valley the way of my father's armor.
Oh, Leon. It'll be okay, buddy. Say,
Like, what do we even feed this polar bear?
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye.
Bye, Oh, here we go.